Young and restless Jess Walton evacuated from home due to wildfire. Please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up before the video starts. Nobody was going to blame Jess Walton for not thinking to Instagram what was going on with her and her family on July 11. To put it mildly, she had a few other things on her mind. But a week later, the young and restless Emmy winner filled in her followers on the nerve-wracking incident through which they'd been. In the heat of the moment, she wrote, "I forget to mention that last Sunday, we were evacuated from our home because of an approaching wildfire. Yikes to the nth. Luckily, their haven remained untouched. 4 days later, after moving my husband and me and 4 dogs to a safe place, we are back home," she continued. Many thanks to Marcy, Ed, Dawn, Allison, and Wade for their help in a scary moment. It was just this May that Jill's portrayer revealed that husband John's cancer had returned. "Our family is going through a very painful time," she shared. "John has loved, protected, and supported me, our family and our country all these years, and he has constantly helped those around him, both at home and all over the world. Please help us support him," she added, "by sending him your love, your thoughts, and your prayers." Before you head off to read another article, stop by the below photo gallery that revisits some highlights of Walton's memorable run as young and restless Jill. In the early hours of a calm morning, a seemingly endless horizon stretched out before Jess Walton, who had long since made her home nestled among the picturesque hills of Southern California. As a seasoned actress, known for her role as Jill Abbott on Asterisk, The Young and the Restless Asterisk, Jess had grown accustomed to the challenges of the limelight. Yet nothing could have prepared her for the trial that would soon unfold, a trial not scripted, rehearsed, or filmed. The wildfires that had been creeping across the region for days had taken a terrifying turn. Fueled by fierce winds and unyielding heat, they tore through the dry brush and trees, a force of nature that seemed unstoppable. The tranquil mornings were now shattered by the eerie orange glow of the sky and the distant but ever-growing roar of the flames. Jess had been monitoring the situation closely. As the fire line moved closer, the decision to stay or leave weighed heavily on her mind. Her home, a sanctuary filled with memories and treasures collected over decades, was at risk. The walls that had seen so much joy, laughter, tears, and everything in between now stood vulnerable, a potential victim of the relentless blaze. But it wasn't just about the loss of possessions. It was the feeling of helplessness that gnawed at her. The fire, unpredictable and merciless, didn't care about the people whose lives it was disrupting. It didn't discriminate between the famous and the unknown, the wealthy and the poor. It was a reminder of nature's raw power, a power that no amount of fame or fortune could control. As the evacuation orders were issued, Jess knew she had to leave. The fire had already consumed neighboring areas, leaving a path of destruction in its wake. She quickly packed a few essentials, a bag of clothes, important documents, and irreplaceable mementos, and prepared to say goodbye to the home she had grown to love. The drive out was surreal. Roads that she had traveled countless times were now shrouded in smoke, visibility reduced to mere feet ahead. Jess could see the fiery glow in the distance, a haunting reminder of the danger that loomed. The silence in the car was deafening, interrupted only by the occasional crackle of the radio reporting the fire's advance. Upon reaching the evacuation center, the reality of the situation began to sink in. Jess was not alone. Hundreds of others had been forced to flee, leaving behind their homes, their lives, their normalcy. Despite the overwhelming sense of loss and uncertainty, there was a strong sense of community. Strangers offered comfort, shared stories, and held on to hope, even in the face of such devastation. For Jess, the experience was a stark reminder of what truly mattered. In the midst of chaos, it wasn't the material things that she thought of first, but the safety of her loved ones and the memories they shared. The fire may have forced her to leave her home behind, but it couldn't take away the resilience, courage, and spirit that she carried within her. As she settled into her temporary shelter, Jess Walton knew that, no matter what happened, she would rebuild. Homes could be reconstructed, but the strength and unity of the human spirit, those were indestructible.